Hello everyone, today we'll take a look at the best budget laptops in the market for 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these laptops, you can check out the links in the description below. Before we start, I have a question for you guys. Which budget laptops are you using right now, and what's your opinion on them? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Asus VivoBook 15. Best under $400. The Asus VivoBook 15 is one of the best recent laptops we've reviewed. They say the decision to supersize something, whether it's a phone or an SUV, must attract some controversy, but the VivoBook has remained steadfast. The Asus VivoBook 15 gets a refreshed look over its predecessor, and it manages to pack a few premium design features that are commonly found in Asus's high-end laptops. Connectivity is fine since you get most of the ports you'd usually need. Here we're talking about 2 USB 2.0 ports, a micro SD card slot, and LED indicators for charging and battery status. All these are on the left side. On the right side there's a charging port, a USB 3.1 port, a USB Type-C port, alongside a headphone mic combo jack. Asus has a good reputation for its VivoBook brand, and it's only going to win more fans here with a full HD 1920 by 1080 resolution screen. This model is packed with an Intel i3-1005G1 CPU, as well as 8GB of RAM and 128GB of SSD. The Asus VivoBook 15 uses an energy-efficient CPU which adds to good but not great battery life. The notebook lasts 8 hours, which is pretty good. The Asus VivoBook offers most of the features you'd want in an inexpensive large laptop, from a high-quality display to an ergo-lift hinge that makes typing more comfortable. There are a few things you'd probably rather avoid, like a finicky touchpad and lean storage, but the palatable price makes up for them. Number 4. Acer Aspire 5. Best for everyday use. The Acer Aspire 5 is a very functional laptop. I used it as my primary work driver for over a week, including the whirlwind that was Black Friday weekend. It loads the pages I need it to, and it handles a heavy share of tabs and apps without burning itself up. Starting with the design, which is the same across both models, I'd say the Aspire 5 looks fine. It's no Dell XPS, but it's still respectable from all angles. It comes in a few colors including silver and black. Most of it is plastic, but the top cover, the part people are most likely to see, is aluminium. There's more flex in the keyboard and the screen, but not so much that I'm worried about snapping the thing in half. The solid-state drive or SSD keeps Windows 10 feeling pretty fast, while the 8GB of RAM and AMD Ryzen 5 4500U hexa-core mobile processor help with multitasking. Battery life was pretty impressive, with the Acer Aspire 5 lasting 6 hours and 48 minutes. The Acer Aspire 5 has a nice design and good build quality, apart from the slightly loose-feeling touchpad. The large range of ports is welcome and makes this a versatile laptop for using with a number of peripherals, and battery life is very good. It also remained cool and quiet during our tests. Number 3. Lenovo Flex 5. Best 2-in-1 laptop. Thanks to a brand new AMD Ryzen processor, Lenovo's IdeaPad Flex 5 14 offers an extraordinary blend of performance and value for money, making it one of the best popularly priced 2-in-1 convertibles we've tested. Lenovo's Flex series of laptops are affordable 2-in-1 convertible systems that offer claimed all-day battery life. That's a simple and appealing proposition. In practice, it's a bit more complicated. You see, the Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5, to give its full name, is available in both 14-inch and 15-inch variants, and with both AMD and Intel CPUs, and with various iterations of those CPUs. Arguably, AMD's laptop CPUs offer both better value and more performance right now. But given the Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5 remains pretty keenly priced and isn't being pitched primarily on performance, that needn't be an automatic deal-breaker. As a Flex model, that screen is hooked up to the IdeaPad chassis via a full 360-degree hinge, and thus supports operation in full tablet mode. The 256GB SSD is more than enough, along with the AMD Radeon graphics, which means that you can also work on your Photoshop skills. The Lenovo Flex 5 is a beast when it comes to raw performance, be it Chrome tabs, Photoshop edits, or using multiple applications simultaneously. This machine is made to handle it all. Number 2. Acer Nitro 5. Best for gaming. It's short on storage, but the latest edition of Acer's Nitro 5 economy gaming laptop is otherwise the best yet, delivering lively 1080p gaming for less than $700. We could forgive the cheap plastic back cover, the basic keyboard, and the heavy weight, But for a gaming laptop, there's hardly any excuse for the tacky trackpad and the average screen. The display hinges feel sturdy and secure, and the amount of ports on hand is a boon. More importantly, the laptop has a comfortable keyboard and a user-controllable cooling system. Jumping back a moment, a major win for the Acer Nitro 5 is its keyboard. Overall, this is just your typical middle-of-the-road keyboard. When it comes to performance, this laptop has 9th generation Intel Core i5-9300H processor and NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 graphics. I should also mention that it's packed with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of NVMe SSD. Surprisingly, the Acer Nitro 5's battery life is better than you'd expect from a budget gaming laptop. If you're a hardcore gamer with hardcore demands, then look elsewhere. But if you're on a budget or just getting into PC gaming and you're willing to compromise on a few things, the Nitro 5 is definitely an option worth considering. Number 1. Asus TUF Best Overall. The niche for full-size laptops under $1,000 able to handle 1080p gaming with ease is highly competitive, with most OEMs offering at least one unit in this segment. The competition drives down prices and at the same time drives up the overall quality of the available products. The TUF borrows some aesthetic lines from the existing Asus ROG notebooks, but it is for the most part a brand new design, completely different from the design of the FX503 line it replaces. Personally, I'm a fan of plain and simple designs, and on one side this one doesn't get any flashy color accents aside from the red bordering on the keys, and doesn't get any sorts of annoying lights either. This keyboard shines through when it comes to the overall typing experience though. The keys click well and offer the right amount of resistance and the right feedback, at least for my taste. This beast is packed with an Intel Core i7-9750H processor, GeForce GTX 1650 graphics along with 8GB RAM and 512GB PCIe SSD, which is awesome. In short, Asus's TUF includes a batch of specs that offer quite a bit of power when it's needed and long-lasting efficiency when it's not. Buying guide. Processor. If everything else stays the same amount of memory and storage, then the performance of a laptop rests solely on its processor. At the heart of every computer is its processor, sometimes known as the CPU or Central Processing Unit. Think of it as a master calculator. It handles all complex calculations from the operating system, the software and the app you're running, and user input and data. It's very important to pick the right processor from the onset, one that offers the best performance for what you can afford. Budget laptops are mainly Intel Celeron, Intel Pentium and Intel Core i3 processors. You'll also find budget laptops with AMD A6 and A9 series, as well as the Ryzen 3 series processors. Storage. Ultra-budget laptops and Chromebooks tend to use eMMC storage. eMMC or Embedded Multimedia Card are storage typically used on tablets and smartphones. There are also flash-based storage which is cheaper than solid-state drive, but limited in sizes, available with 32 and 64 GB. A couple of laptops feature the bigger 128 GB eMMC. To keep the price down, budget laptops that use the high-performance solid-state drives are limited to only 128 GB of space. This is double or 4 times the size of those that use eMMC storage, but still small in comparison to HDDs or SSHDs. Still, if it's going to give the budget laptops an edge, high-speed SSD storage is a must. Display. For most applications, the lower HD resolution at 1366 by 768 pixels would suffice. Small screen sizes like the 11.6 or 12.5 inch can get away with lower resolution. For anything bigger, we recommend choosing the higher Full HD resolution with 1920 by 1080 pixels. Deciding on the size and resolution alone is not enough. Other aspects of the display you need to consider include brightness, contrast, viewing angle, color gamut, and anti-glare matte or gloss with protective glass. For the right display, we recommend experiencing it firsthand, so drag yourself down to the nearest computer store and check out the different displays.